With Hasbro now at the helm of the Power Rangers franchise and the decision to no longer use Super Sentai footage, fans like myself are left wondering whether we will ever see previous Rangers make appearances in the new Power Rangers shows. While this shift in production opens up exciting possibilities for the franchise, it gets a little confusing with the rights, what can be used and what can't. Today's video will be discussing what we can likely expect moving forward. Will we have team-up episodes? Will we have Legacy Ranger cameos? We'll even discuss previous team-up episodes and the timelines in which they take place in. Let's get into it. So Power Rangers has captivated its audiences for decades with its thrilling action, colourful characters, and larger-than-life battles. However, the Power Rangers universe extends beyond individual seasons, as evidenced by the fascinating world of Power Ranger crossovers and team-ups. While the Power Rangers series does not explicitly outline how its timeline works, fans have constructed theories by piecing together clues from various seasons. Most people believe that each season exists within the same universe, with events from one season impacting others. This obviously makes the most sense. I mean, we have Billy Cranston appear in the latest season of Cosmic Fury, and he is the age that he should be. This tells us that the Ranger timeline has moved in the same way that our own has. But what does that mean, and why is it important? Well, it basically just means that, going forward, any Ranger cameos from previous seasons will be of their current age, unless of course they recast. So we're unlikely to ever see Jason Lee Scott in his prime, for example. However, I'm all for Austin returning again. Now, before we get any further, let me take a minute to talk about something very important. While I consider myself to be a fairly confident person, I have struggled with feeling anxious towards certain situations in life. It's not something I really talk about publicly, but I have used therapy before to help me get through these difficult periods. I used BetterHelp, who this video is in paid partnership with, and I found it incredibly helpful to be able to talk openly and honestly with someone outside of my regular life. The therapist had no prior knowledge of myself, which helped me to get an objective outside perspective. I personally found it much easier and more confident opening up to a detached third party rather than someone I'm close to. Of course, all friends and family mean well, but when you hear things like, just get over it or just move on, these things really don't help. And the therapist truly listened without judgment and taught me how new coping mechanisms can be tailored specifically to my situation. Over time, and with the support of the therapist, I made real progress addressing the issues that were causing me to have anxiety. If you feel like you could benefit from speaking to a professional therapist outside of your regular social circle, I highly recommend checking out BetterHelp. It's super easy to get started, just fill out a questionnaire about your needs, and BetterHelp matches you with a therapist trained to support you in your specific situation. I'm so grateful I made the decision to try BetterHelp when I was struggling. I genuinely think it changed my life. If you think talking through your challenges with an outside professional could help you too, visit betterhelp.com/the6th Ranger or select the 6th Ranger during sign-up to get started and receive a special discount off your first month of therapy. Anyway, back to crossovers. Team-up episodes like Forever Red and Dimensions in Danger have significant implications for the Power Rangers universe. By bringing together Rangers from different seasons, these episodes suggest that the actions of one Ranger can have ripple effects that affect other teams and the overall balance of the universe. With each new season that comes out, the possibility of more crossover events arises. Fans eagerly speculate every time about potential team-ups between different Ranger teams, sparking excitement and discussion within the fandom. However, up until now, Power Rangers has been recycling footage from the Japanese show Super Sentai, meaning that only a small percentage of what we see in Power Rangers is actually original footage. Usually stuff with actors out of costume is original, and anything under the helmet or in a Zord is Japanese. Moving forward, this won't be the case, so is it even possible to have these prior Rangers appear? Well, the absence of Super Sentai footage means that Hasbro has greater creative control over Power Rangers productions. I would assume, and I'm 99% sure that this is the case, that they maintain the rights to anything that has Power Rangers on it. They still own all the prior characters. This opens the door for past Rangers to return in cameo roles, guest appearances, or even recurring roles in future seasons. They will no longer be limited in their storytelling to having to make sure that their storylines fit in within the Japanese footage. So, if you ask me, we are far more likely now to be getting appearances from the Legacy Rangers. At least, I hope so. By leveraging the rich history of the franchise, Hasbro can appeal to longtime fans while also introducing new audiences to beloved characters from previous seasons. Let's not forget we now have the opportunity to bring original Western characters to the screen. Lord Draken and the Omega Rangers, anyone? Having said that, Can we really have Lord Draken without JDF? Oh man, I didn't even think about that until I just said it. That sucks. Anyway, while the idea of past Rangers appearing in new shows is enticing, there are logistical and storytelling challenges to consider. Hasbro must strike a balance between honouring the legacy of the franchise and creating compelling narratives that resonate with modern audiences. Additionally, scheduling conflicts and constructual agreements with former cast members may present obstacles to bringing back certain Rangers. We know how it's gone in the past and the difficulties that producers have faced in trying to get certain people back. The prospect of seeing favourite Rangers return is sure to generate excitement among fans, as it always does. However, Hasbro must manage fan expectations and ensure that any appearances feel organic and meaningful within the context of the story. Personally, I would much prefer to have a good modern story with no Legacy Rangers than a really bad half-assed story that has a Legacy Ranger to appear to try and make it better. By carefully planning and executing these moments, Hasbro can deliver memorable experiences that celebrate the legacy of Power Rangers while pushing the franchise forward in new and exciting territory. Hasbro can deliver memorable experiences that celebrate the legacy of Power Rangers while pushing the franchise forward into a new and exciting territory. So as Hasbro takes complete control of the Power Rangers franchise, no longer limited by the Sentai footage, the possibility of past Rangers appearing in new shows holds promise for fans. While challenges and considerations exist, the creative freedom afforded by the departure from Super Sentai footage presents unique opportunities for the franchise to grow and evolve. Whether through cameo appearances or more substantial roles, the inclusion of past Rangers has the potential to enrich the storytelling and deepen fan engagement within the Power Ranger universe. Let me know in the comments down below, guys, what you think of this. Would you want to see more of the Legacy Rangers making cameos? Do you want to see more of what we had in Cosmic Fury, like Billy going on to have more of a mentor role? Would you like to see previous Rangers, even from the more recent shows? It doesn't always have to be Mighty Morphin. Let's say even something as recent as Beast Morphers. It could be great to have characters like that at this point in our timeline have years and years of experience in being a Ranger. It could be cool to bring them back and have them not necessarily be a mentor, but a helper in multiple episodes. I think something like that could be really fun. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Oh, and in case any of you are wondering where I've been for the last 2 months, well, we have been extremely busy setting up our brand new store, Dragon Vault Games, here in Newport, South Wales. It's taken up a lot of our time, it's been quite the graft, but as you can see here from this footage, it went down very well with the local community here in Newport. So if you want to come and check us out, feel free to do so. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you all have a fantastic day. May the power protect you, and I'll see you next time on the 6th Ranger.